Hey everyone, this video is for day 11 of the Winter of Zombie tour. I am Jay Wilburn, your host, and going to talk to you about a few of the posts that we have going today. We have a teaser by Rebecca Besser for her ReCivilize book. This is the first in the series, and she's working to continue that series as well. Very interesting take on zombies. She looks at the take on the characters, actually. She looks at if people were immune, what would that responsibility be? Where would that take us? And you kind of get a taste for that story that begins a whole new series for her that I'm very excited about. Alathia Morgan has posts that kind of talks about people going from a point where they're kind of laughing about into the world stuff to where you got a lot of more doomsday preppers, not necessarily expecting a zombie attack, but expecting to be ready for, whatever might happen. So she talks a little bit about that in her post. Thad David says, okay, zombies are here, now what? That post actually takes an interesting take. If the zombies were to arrive, the worst were to happen, would we still tell these stories, and how would the stories be told? So he kind of takes that approach from a way that I hadn't really thought about it before. These three authors in particular, really excited about their works, and it kind of illustrates something that I've been thinking about lately. I kind of made a joke a couple days ago about we'd only done one post for election day, and it was, kind of a take on if the apocalypse happens, here's your reading list kind of thing. And then, of course, people are dealing with their feelings about that, no matter who they supported, how they're dealing with, okay, what's the future look like? And it kind of illustrated to me how, this very simple subgenre that deals with the dystopian and the apocalyptic and zombies and, facing those shambling fears coming towards us and that kind of thing. This genre kind of serves a bigger purpose in that sense. And I think these three authors may illustrate that kind of well. With Rebecca's series dealing with, if you're immune to what's happening around you, what is your responsibility then? Like, how do you rebuild society from that? I think that has some much, even though her story, gets into the action and the characters and stuff like that, I think there's a deeper thing to look at there in terms of, if you are outside the destruction that's happening, what is your responsibility towards it? Or if you can see differently than people that are trapped into that fear, what role do you play in helping to rebuild? Alathia Morgan's story dealing with the Titanic, very simple sort of alternate history with zombies. She also dives in a little bit into the class structure, and I think that has some implications to the society we're in now. Any Titanic story told well would involve that, and I think she does that well, even with the zombies being a major element in it, and I think that's important for what we're dealing with in the world today. And then Thad David's story that he co-wrote with J.L. Kozarek, the whole concept behind that is this idea of us putting ourselves in various camps, and we separate ourselves politically, religiously. If people chose to camp off in these areas in the midst of an apocalypse, how would that play out, and how would those things affect the way society is? Maybe that story is more important now than it ever was, and important for both sides, no matter who you might have supported or what your feelings may be about what's going on in the world today. This genre and these books help us express that, and I've said it a couple places, but in a way, one function of fiction is to take our world that we kind of see in pieces and to help us sort those pieces. So even something that we might think of as simple, like a zombie story, does have some deeper implications, and there's a reason why these stories exist. And that reason may be, more important now than ever as we kind of sort through what does this mean to me and what does this mean to society and how do I deal with it. So check out these books, check out these posts. If you're interested in what you're reading, what you see, you are very likely to be interested in what those authors have to say in their stories. So check those out, and I hope you enjoy them the way that I have. Thank you very much.